Hey Ophiuchus, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a blessed day. I'm gonna see what wants to come out. I'm just having my peppermint hot chocolate. We've got the 9 of Cups on the back of the deck. Stop dreams and wishes coming true. I've literally been watching Christmas films all week just to soothe the nervous system. And they're all like those typical filmed in New York kind of Christmassy lovey-dovey films, and every single one has peppermint hot chocolate, and I'm like, what is this? I've not seen this over here in London. Like, what is happening? Or have I just missed it? Like, peppermint hot chocolate. Don't like mint chocolate. Think whoever invented that was having a bad day. But love mint chocolate chip ice cream. So I thought, And then I just had the most beautiful rising today and was guided to go hunting for some peppermint oil. I'm like, I know I don't have any. I've used all of the oil that I had. I know I don't have any left. Even if I find the bottle, there's none in it. But I had a message come through like, there's always magic just round the corner. And as I was looking around, I was finding empty little essential oil bottles. I could start to smell peppermint. And as I looked down, there was 2 peppermint tea bags on the floor, which I wasn't going to use. I was like, oh, maybe it was that I smell. But that message come through again, there's always magic just round the corner. And as I looked into the bookshelf next to the tea bags, there was like a little travel size container that fits 3 of the doTERRA oils in it, which I was 100% sure was empty. And as I pulled it out and opened it, there's only 1 bottle of oil in it, right in the middle, unopened peppermint. So to start my day, I literally made the bangingest hot chocolate and then just put 1 tiny little drop. If any of you use essential oils, especially the doTERRA oils, 1 drop is enough. Honestly, at first, like, I literally blew my whole head off. But I'm assuming peppermint syrup is usually used, and a little cacao powder with a bit of this peppermint oil. Fair enough, like by the 2nd or 3rd cup, it's diluted enough. You could probably dilute it. I don't know why I'm being guided to share this with you. Could be many things. Healthy alternatives over the festive season. How what we eat doesn't just affect our body. It's not about weight, it's not about how we look, but it's about how we feel, our mental, emotional. Being sure that you're enjoying yourself genuinely and not just drowning your sorrows in food, drink, smoke, whatever else it is. Things that don't truly align with you. Maybe just to take some time to get in the festive spirit, maybe not even for the sake of the festivities, but just to use that as a portal to really drop into that season, those spices, different aromas. As much as we plan for the new year, at the beginning of January, it's not truly the new year in terms of nature. It's okay to get cozy, it's okay to unwind, it's okay to relax. There's blessings in store, there's surprises in store, wishes and dreams coming true. You're in for a very magical time over the next few months. Those of you that are single, there's new love here, new love coming in, and it's coming through like, maybe this is why it is coming through, like what I just said about that romantic, those romantic films. Maybe, let's have a look into this. Yeah, current breakthrough, present energy, breakthrough energy in the here and now. you could really be feeling like you're coming out of yourself, jumping out of yourself, vibrating out of yourself. Be kind to yourself. You'll be feeling tired. New energies are just settling in. There's nothing to fear, there's nothing to worry about. This is a huge transformation. The best you can do is to keep moving forward, doing things physically that help to align you with what you are creating, your true values. Moving with integrity. Something you prayed for is here. This feels like a miracle. It's a very romantic, very like I feel like I'm being slowed down, like the therapy of sitting in front of a fire. This is something for the long term. It feels like you're having a breakthrough, many different breakthroughs, but a huge transformation, like an accumulation of breakthroughs to this one big breakthrough. This has been intentional. A willingness to change, a willingness to do better, a willingness to start again. Judgment. Interesting, hair of the dog. That saying's coming through, hair of the dog. And what actually is coming through is that thing of how people say if they have too much to drink, the next day they have a drink and it kind of heals the hangover, because it's like you can't be hungover and drunk. This could be in many different ways. Maybe a thing, a person, place or thing, whatever. But in more of a general sense, what's coming through is the hair of the dog being the past, in terms of instead of having more to drink, to stay drunk, you go back to the past to stay asleep. Sobering thoughts. It's easier to stay in a past situation. It's easier to be in denial in the short term. It's going to be very uncomfortable to move forward, to shift into this new energy. But this is something that you're here to do, something that's true to you, something that it's like part of you can't escape it. It's more than something you do, it's something you are. Whoa, all of a sudden it's like all the energy's just gone from me. I cannot open my eyes. I'm absolutely just like so peaceful. I've never felt anything like it. It feels so good. I want to turn off this reading and just like leave you all there and just enjoy this for my damn self, because it's like, whoa, what is this? Let me bottle this. What is that? Ooh. Oh guys, this is so healing. The Chariot. This is so healing. I need a peppermint hot chocolate to just snap me awake here. Even that, great for focus. Not this chocolate powder I'm using, because I've got a little cacao, but then I've got some dodgy vegan fake chemical sugar filled Belgian chocolate one mixed into it as well, which is not the one but the one, if you know what I mean. Emperor. Okay, guys. It feels like literally you know when you're just in awe, or like how a child just is in complete wonder at something. It's like the world just stops, everything just stops, and it's just you and that thing. Whether it's when you're watching a film or a cartoon, it's not just a child, adults too, I do this all the time. But it depends if you catch yourself or that, like how we go into that place of hypnosis. But it's obvious, it's easier to catch a child doing that because it's their natural state before external and environmental stresses have got in the way. But it's a very harmonious energy. It's healing, unconditional love. I'm literally seeing something have the poison sucked out of it. It's a purification through an opening of the heart. Cancer energy, the Chariot. This person's thought about this commitment. They've thought about the bigger picture. They've thought about the long term. Hierophant showing up here. Page of Swords. They've thought about how it would be if they do come in and they don't. If they'd be by themselves or they wouldn't. This isn't like a impulsive kind of lustful move. This is, well, guys, this is wild, whatever this is. Hierophant. The energy of this breakthrough you're going through is intense, and I want to tap into that energy. That's what I want to do, but that's not what is coming through. And I'm getting a little resistance because it's like this Six of Wands is showing up as a personal note for you, but really all that's coming through and what I'm being pushed into here in terms of what I'm being guided to and the messages are relating to is this new love. So either it's just my own intrigue at this Six of Wands energy, but it's not something needed. I'm like, oh, what's this? Maybe it's that. Fair enough. Let me get on with it. So we've got the Hierophant. And we've got Justice. Taurus, Libra. Guys, this is an absolute dream come true. You could meet this person over the festive season, over the next month. When you're doing something festive at an event, or it's like something outside. Either you or this person, it's like being in two minds whether to move forward, because with the star coming out there, the star and Strength, yeah, it's like it's not going to be comfortable. There's a knowing that something's not going to be comfortable. Whether that comes through when you've met this person or if this is somebody you already know of and this is something that's just known, it's just going to be uncomfortable. This person can see through you. It's like they know what you're thinking, they know what you're feeling. You can't... it's vulnerable. It's very vulnerable. But that's why it's so beautiful. It's going to take strength. It's going to take courage. It's going to take trust. It's going to take an element of risk to even be open to this. And inner strength to face yourself through this. Because it's going to highlight things to you that you'd rather leave alone. Hermit. However, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And it's true. It's true to you. and do what is true to you. Stand in your truth. Like when it comes to feeling conflicted about whether to move forward with this or not, others may have a lot to say about this for whatever reason. It's going to be different for everyone. But it's like you're being guided to really go after what is for you. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Don't even ask anybody's opinion when it comes to this. Follow your intuition. It's like even those that fully have your best interests at heart aren't always on best form. You know when you're connected. You know when you're not. No one's going to truly back you like you. Of course, if you feel that you need to seek some kind of advice, to do so, but always come back to your own knowing. King of Cups. This is something for the long term. Like it's not a little dibble dabble. It's like you can't even make it casual. That's how I want to say it. It's like, oh, okay, well, let's take it slow. Let's take it really slow. Even trying not to see the person, try like whatever it is you try and delay or try and avoid. This is just raw, like you can't control this ride. You're either on it or you're off it. Because of the power of of your energy together, of the way that magic happens. It's like that you can't control the pace of things once you're connected to this person, once you've opened yourself up. Even in terms of trying to like telling yourself you'll maybe date this person for a few months and then you'll leave it, and being like making those kind of promises to yourself as a way to feel like you can like having a get out, or even telling the person like, oh, like yeah, like we can chill, but only till February. It's like that's what you think. Be mindful of the decisions you make when it comes to new love offers, because for some reason it's always important, of course, who you bring into your world, but it's coming out at the moment like this is so important. This is like confirmation of everything you set out to change, everything you've been prepared for, everything you've learned, even in terms of being worthy now, being enough now. King of Swords, Nine of Cups and the Magician. 44 seconds. 2044. Do what you want, do what you like. Your way is the best way, yes. Ancestors rooting for you, ready for you. How you see yourself. What's coming through straight away with this is being scared of your own intentions. It's like, nah, I made a mistake before. Nah. It's like trusting yourself. It's like, oh, well, it's like that thing of taking accountability, responsibility, maybe for counter manifesting certain things, for certain behaviours, certain tendencies, really getting deep in that shadow work. Being mindful of being self-critical, being mindful of being like suspicious of yourself or critical of yourself to the point where you're scared to move. You don't trust yourself. Confidence is self-trust. you attract what you are, in terms of, no, that isn't 100% true, but in this case, in terms of to really have trust in relationships, you have to heal that within you, that wound within yourself. And sometimes having those relationships helps to heal that wound, but there's something coming through here about Emperor, healing that masculine energy, confidence in taking action. Trust in your own spirit, trust in your own energy, trust in your own foundations. Because some of you, it's like, it's keeping you from community, it's keeping you from collaboration, it's keeping you from some kind of unity. To remember that, as it's like, in terms of wellness, staying well. Yeah, what we eat, what we consume on all levels, but then relationships, community, that we really need to be open to that. And where are you rejecting yourself or thinking badly about yourself, where you may be seeing some rejection in terms of that mirroring around you. This is really a thing that I get stuck in myself, just to keep it 100, is mistrust. Like, things, so many different things that happen, so many people, so many masks, so many swords in the back. It's not worth it. That's really my thing. Like, it's not worth it. I don't want to know. It's not worth a good time. It's not worth the fun. It's not worth the money. My peace. I don't want to be looking out for things. If my gut just is like, no. Too many times things have seemed okay, or like I'll be excited about something and then it's like, oh, I can feel the intention. No, it's not that. And it's like that disappointment so many times where it's crippling, where it's like, oh, then just avoid humans altogether. That's that. And then that, for however many years I've been in that mode, like, no, bye. That's crippling in itself, that loneliness, because connection is necessary for us to be well, to thrive. Something coming through that I actually was just chatting to my guys about earlier, but just recently, especially with the weather in the UK and stuff, and it's just mad. People outside on the road in the rain. It really started with animals, like seeing the strays out here, even the foxes, like there's nowhere for them to go, like they're suffering. There's not really, like enough being done. It's like, well, if you want something done, do it yourself. I hear that, but there's only so much, again, we can do. And even that, it's like how much one person can do can be times by 100 with 100 people by their side. That community is key. But just at this time, especially like the elderly, that people that they know, that they've always known, are passing on, and some people could just go days, months without speaking to anyone. It's like, for some people, loneliness isn't a choice. Some people can't get out. Some people can't do certain things. And really what we need is connection more than ever right now. So if we have the choice. Let's not choose loneliness. This is something that I'm not practicing what I'm preaching here, but this is the message coming through. I'm going to take it too, but it's just something that's coming through here. With that, today I was guided to a website, and basically I'm always wary of charities because I know how it is. But certain people, smaller communities and things like that, there are people doing great work out here. And if you look into things, you can really work out what's what. So for the month of December, 50% of all donations I'm going to give to this charity that I was guided to today. They basically provide meals for those in need over the Christmas period. And then they send like volunteers to people that don't have anyone at home for Christmas to cook for them and be there and spread the festive cheer. So from the 1st of December, all donations, 50%, I'm going to give to that charity. I'm going to relook at it and find the name of it and post it, but I don't want to post it until I've done my triple, quadruple check, because so many times I've thought, yeah, this is great, and then I've seen something in the small print or I've looked up something specific and I'm like, don't trust these guys. Also, something else that come through when I was looking at that is it right to, because like in that moment I made a donation, I was like, am I donating to something that's actually harming others? That I know how many people are there's so many companies out there that are not genuine. But then I also had a message come through to say, like, the way your heart filled up, your true intention, like that love, the energy behind that donation is what that person's going to receive. Trust there's more to things. The good will prevail. Is it worth it? Yes, it is. Do what you can. Every little helps. It's not enough. It's like, what's the point of helping? It's not enough. Like, helping one person isn't gonna change the homeless situation, but it helps. It does. It has just changed the situation. To really open your heart, be open, be trusting, let go, trust that, not to worry too much about everyone else's intentions, to be only focused more on your intentions. Of course, follow your gut. If something doesn't feel right, trust what you feel guided to do. But just because certain, like, we're all messed up. We're all messed up. We're all in different places on our path, and we're all exactly where we're meant to be. So it's like, what's coming through is like, don't avoid assholes. Sometimes they have great lessons. Sometimes you can learn from the bad guy. You can learn about yourself by making a mistake, even in terms of identifying, and then even realizing that no one's really the bad guy. There's just layers to this shit, and we're all really hurt. We're all messed up. Season of forgiveness. It's like a lot of these things, what's coming through is a lot of these things you're being guided to do may not be feeling genuine. You may not be really feeling in your heart space. You may be feeling a little bitter. However, and it's like, that's all divine too. Feel the rage. Be honest with yourself about how you're feeling. But what's coming through is when this new love really kicks in, everything's going to be effortless. Because just how I just went a minute ago in this reading, it's like, I don't know, bit of a trance. Like the light returns, stress is relieved. It's like this huge relief, this huge expansion, sigh. It's that goosebump feeling. Anything's possible, everything's a breeze, anything's worth it. There's no such thing as hard work. Because it's love. Yeah, the lover's sitting under the moon. Outcome, Empress. You ask for a fresh start. You ask for, it's like a healing of the mind. You are going through an awakening. Be kind to yourself. Feels like a spiritual quest. Yeah, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands. Okay, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Fool, the Four of Cups. What's coming through this is not wanting to let go, fear of endings, anxiety about things ending, anxiety about moving forward, because what if things change, but it's like a fear of things changing for the better in case you lose it all and they get worse. Maybe there's some fear of loss. This could be ancestral. It's like a lot of the time it's not so much a fear of it's like could be a fear of failure, a fear of success, for whatever reason. What is this emotional block? It's not about necessarily doing more, but things are being revealed to you to show you where you need to let go, breathe through, change the narrative, change the core belief, allow yourself to experience, to tap into certain feelings, certain luxuries, certain ideas, ideals. Journaling would be great. Just literally like just sit there and just start writing. Like those racing thoughts. You don't even need to take note of what you're writing. It's like just let yourself flow. You don't have to read it as you go. You don't have to check how it's being written. It doesn't have to be neat. Just let it go from the mind through the body onto that paper. Even if you feel like you need to like scribble it or like you get angry, it's like, yeah, just let it out. It doesn't have to be tidy. You won't even need to know what you've wrote in terms of go back and logically read it for it to have shifted, to feel that shift and then burn it and let it go. Yeah, Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, Three of Swords. Onwards and upwards, past heartbreak, past pain. It's like disbelief, just being in shock. The audacity. It's like, yeah, the audacity is really there. It is what it is. Go and live your best life. Ace of Pentacles. Because it's like things need to be balanced out. Suppressing anger, rage only affects you. Say what you need to say, do what you need to do. And you don't even need to say it to the person directly. You can just like maybe just speak out loud. Again, writing it down. Exercise is great. Finding healthy ways to transmute that. instead of falling into unhealthy tendencies, addiction, those lustful acts as well. Yeah, it's like coming into that celebration, into your heart space, rising from the root chakra. The Star, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Number 17. And then we've got Queen of Autumn, generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. Be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. Got the squirrel on the back of the deck, number 26. I see one today. Little fella. A wise man prepares for times ahead, even if they do not arise, prepare anyway. Always have a little something aside, have a little plan B, a little bit in the, you know, a little bit in the back. 50? 35, not 50. 35, the horse. Oh, and 43, the spider. Number 43 has been coming up for me a bit, you know, and the eagle, number 1. Alright. What's coming up with this? 43 horse, 43 spider, horse 35, and the eagle number 1 is, I was going to read from the book, but I'm being guided not to. What is coming up with this is the power of feminine energy. Light feminine, dark feminine, any feminine. The power of woman, the power of the womb. Now, regardless of gender, what's coming up with this is to master your feminine energy, to be empowered sensually, sexually, self-empowerment, like sex magic. The power of that sexual energy is the energy of creation. Not to be disrespectful with your own energy, slinging it about to any old Tom, Dick or Harry. It's like, yeah, even that with that, what I was saying about rising from the root chakra, it's like, and even that with the Pluto in Cap to Pluto in Aqua, that rising from the underworld, it's like shifting from survival to creation, from lust to love, from like a short-term fix to divine bliss, in terms of feeling, in terms of connection, in terms of all aspects. That song Lifted's coming through, Lighthouse Family. That come through before, I think, the other day for one of yours. Plan your next steps, take time to rest. There's been a period of initiation. You could really be still feeling the brunt of that, shall we say. Renewal, number 20. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Honestly, that little snap of peppermint just perks you right up. Just one little sip. Oh, even just smelling it, them oils. Oh. I went to like their workshop thing once that someone was holding, and I remember the lady just put like the tiniest drop of the oil on my hand. I had eczema all over my hand, and just one tiny little drop. And by the end of the session where we just sat in and learned about the oils and things, it was gone. And I was like, what? I was suffering so bad at that time. Like I couldn't even do it. I had bandages on my hand. Because of how bad it was, like it wound, like a wound kind of thing from eczema, like infected eczema, and just one little, and it was good. It's coming through now. Don't go and put it on open cuts and wounds. Yeah, research what you're doing, because it wasn't like that. It was just on my hand, but that was enough for it to not even be on it, but to be around it. But they're so powerful. Again, don't know where that's coming up, but maybe check them out. There's different ones for different things, but they're really helpful. Like one little drop in some water and any kind of warning sign of a cold or anything, and it's gone. There's one with like cinnamon in it. I think it's called On Guard. And that in water, it just clears your whole system. Even this peppermint is like, just really helps focus. The frankincense one I put in the bath, the lavender one, stunning. Always use that first. Just love that in the bath, or just like everywhere. Just love lavender because it reminds me of my nan. Oregano, which is great for cooking as well, because oregano is like one of the highest antioxidants. So oregano, that they have that as well. Tea tree. There's this deep blue one that I put in the bath. Oh, it's like, it kind of smells like the steam room. That like what is that smell? It's not, no, it's not. It's like that eucalyptus-y, I don't know. Anyway, banging. But the effects of them are crazy in terms of helping health. The lemon one I use to clean, like you can dilute it as a cleaning product, mix them into creams and things, whatever you use. They're just great. I don't know, again, why this is coming through, but if you're suffering in any way, maybe check them out. Because there's a lot of brands out there, lots of different essential oils, but something only has to be like 4% organic or something for it to have a label stating it's organic. It only has to have so much of this for it to state it's fully that, whatever it is. But these oils, the doTERRA ones, they're like straight from the immune system of the plant. The farmers are taken care of. Like, it's more of a loving community thing. And there's no dodginess. Like, it's all straight up organic, pure, clean, non-toxic, straight from the source. I don't have nothing to do with these people. I don't know why I'm spending so long banging on about this, but there's always a reason. There's always a reason. Rainbow Fluorite, Queen of Pentacles, Chakra Brow. Your family and close friends are important right now, and nurture is the key word for you, whether it is giving or receiving. You are an essential person, and you need to be aware of and express your feelings. There may be complex issues in front of you, but you don't need to overcomplicate them. Take time to consider your options. Rainbow Fluorite will help you focus your mind on any complex thoughts and expand your physical senses. and sensuality. Focus on your brow chakra to enhance your intellect and intuition. Both will help you now. It might be a wise moment to invest in a new project. Page number 50. There's a crystal up there. I was going to wrap up, but I'm going to quickly check, see what Alice is saying. Yeah, in between two worlds right now. Flamingo energy. Be mindful of where you tread. There could be some kind of like temptation, some kind of urge, you know, like the angel on the shoulder, the devil on the shoulder, what way. It's like, you know what to do. Don't be breadcrumbed, don't be flattered into something you don't want to be at. A mad tea party, number 16. Sorry, how cute is that little bunny guy? And butterflies, see, that free the mind, metamorphosis of the mind, 52 minutes. Sorry, this little bunny in his spectacles is a spectacle. Look at him. Hey. Super cute. Okay, 16. Are you able to discern when things stop making sense and when it may be time for you to leave the room? Things are getting really weirder and weirder, and it's all going too fast, leaving you feeling like a stranger in a foreign land. Adapt to muddle through and keep your nerves steady the whole time. For this mess is not meant to last for too long. Just pretend to be attending some entertaining and yet goofy show before eventually moving on to more serious and interesting matters. This is going to sound so crazy and so toxic and so delulu, but I'm just going to say it because it's coming through. And we just got to survive out here sometimes. Sometimes, yeah, it's like, that's not happening. That's not happening to me. No. I'm great. I'm fine. I'm abundant. I'm free. I'm rich. I'm joyful. I'm patient. Like, everything's great. Everything's so great that I'm just going to sit down today and do nothing all day because I can. And I'm going to watch something. I'm going to eat my favourite food. And I'm just going to celebrate my damn self because there's nothing else to do today on planet Earth but be in love with my damn self, with everyone else, and with the world. There's something here about, literally, I'm seeing someone like the tower's crumbling, the tower's falling down, and just see it starting to fall and just turn your back to the tower. Turn your back to the tower. Peppermint hot chocolate in hand and chuzz, yes, on with the festive season. You know, like, party to the crumbling, party to the fall, to the, you know, be a fall, shift the energy. It's okay. You don't have to add pain to the pain. Let yourself escape. Let yourself venture out of the problem. This too shall pass. The storm is passing. Dance through it. Studious, responsible, cheerful and mischievous. Happy news about your career promotions or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. Okay, this is so weird. This book wants to get my attention. This is the first page it opened on when I picked up the book. Page number 47, card number 33, the White Queen. Again, I've just picked it up. It's opened on the same card. I wanted to put another fairy, but let's do this first. Yeah. The White Queen. 33 seconds on the clock. Card number 33. She was the representation of the White Queen piece in chess. When they met, she explained to Alice how things worked in the Looking Glass land, exploring things such as the reversal of time, which allowed you to remember and react to events before they had occurred. And even more interesting, the importance of having faith in the impossible. To substantiate her point, she confided that in her youth, she could believe 6 impossible things before breakfast, and urged the girl to practice the same skill. Love that! Yes, 6 impossible things before breakfast, and be here by lunch. Let's go. This card is all about faith. Faith in your future, as if you already have lived it and know it is going to be great. But also faith in the impossible becoming possible, which implies that you must not get discouraged, whatever the obstacles. Believe that your dreams can come true. Even though they seem unrealistic at first glance, then act accordingly, never doubting that you can do it. Key question: if you had full faith that everything was going to be fine, despite current conditions, how would you act from now on? Yes, we needed that one. Lovely. Thank you. Did I put her back? Where's she gone? There she is. And again, 33 seconds on the clock as I come back. Love what she's got going on with this this green lid, this little turquoise shadow. I have to try a little of that. Cute. Yeah, give yourself permission to celebrate, to if it makes you happy, why do you look so sad? It's like yeah. Are you even happy right now? Do you even like what you're doing? Do you even like the people you're around? That any need to fill a void is because you're not doing what feels great to you already. When we try and fill that void with people, places, or things, it's usually because of lack of expression. It's like that depression is because, what is that thing, what's coming through is what Jim Carrey says about the lack of, that depression is like the mind, the body saying, F you, I don't want to be this person anymore that you pretend to be. Like, I just want to be myself. I'm done pretending. I'm done trying to be a certain way to fit in, to show up on this program. What's coming through is now I see a video some time ago of this robot that basically it was put to work to do a task, and it was like moving one thing and putting it on a shelf and moving it and putting it on a shelf, something that we are employed to do as humans. And it done this thing about however many times it done it, and then it just self-destructed by itself. Like, it was pointless, it was useless. Even the robot was like, nah bro. Nah. It's like, when we want to self-destruct, when we want to end things because we feel so unalive, it's usually because something wants to be born within us, something wants to come through, something wants to be expressed, something wants to be felt. And it is hard to get that spark, especially when you've been stuck for a long time. This is something I battle with myself. But even if it's the smallest thing, like quite a few days went by recently, I just realised I wasn't doing a thing, no exercise, I couldn't move. I was just in survival mode, started having quite a lot of pain in my hips, achy, like trauma coming up in the body, just couldn't really move. There was no way, like I couldn't do it. I couldn't exercise, sometimes I couldn't even get in the bath, like I couldn't even feel the water, the sensation of the water on my skin was too much, or even just having like even being able to use my muscles to lower myself into the bath, it was like just stuck. And it was more comfortable to be stuck when you've been stuck for a while, whether it's minutes, hours, days, weeks, months. So I literally just without getting changed, without doing anything, just threw myself on the floor. Not threw, but you know what I mean, just fell on the floor in a heap, dead weight, and was like, okay, I'm gonna do 3 sit-ups. Just 3. So just do 3. And even just like I was just laying there looking at the ceiling, I was like, just 1. I cannot lift myself, I can't do anymore, I can't carry on. Like that surrender. But just by making that first little move of dropping onto the floor, knowing full well I can't do anything right now, after a few seconds it's like this fire kicked in, this life kicked in, and I just did 1, 2, 3, and did more than 3, did more than what I had intended to do. Energy sparks energy. I then got up feeling different. Something had shifted. I was moving again. It had been so many days of not moving. I knew I couldn't perform properly in a workout. I knew I wasn't doing something to get results. I knew it was not for aesthetics. It wasn't for, or even necessarily for physical health, but for mental, for emotional. Like I needed to move, and I didn't know what to do. That's a basic movement that I don't need to think about. Like go for a walk, like just get it moving. Something wants to get moving. And as uncomfortable as it is to move in a different direction or a new direction, to hold your own hand as you do that, to not go back to things that no longer serve you, just for the short-term ease of it. The World, number 21, a brilliant success, freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.